Hey guys, so today we're going to be talking about the new Skeinhead range, Skein Austen. It's a range based on obviously Jane Austen, and it came about because my twin sister, who does all our illustrations, she couldn't say Skeinhead right. She kept saying Skein, like Skeen or something like that. I went, no, it's Skein. She went, Skein like Jane. And then from there, obviously, we both thought Jane Austen, and we decided to create this range, like a classic Skeinhead range where we have a t-shirt, a tote, and sticker packs. Obviously, I'm wearing the t-shirt now. I'll just model that for you. In a skirt that I'm really proud of this skirt as well, guys. I just thought I'd show you my skirt. Yeah, this is the Jane Austen range. But I do have a tote bag that I'm going to go through the design with you, because it's so, like every Skeinhead shirt and design, there's all these little nods to something in there. So I thought I would grab the tote bag and show you guys. So the money raised from this design is going to the Jane Austen House Museum. We thought it only right. Every Skeinhead launch has had a charity with it that we raise money for, and it was only right that it was a Jane Austen related one. We picked the House Museum in Chawton in Hampshire because I love that place. Honest to God, like, yeah, it was Jane's last home, and it's the only kind of place that you can visit as a museum and a charity that Jane lived at. Her first house was knocked down hundreds of years ago, so you can't visit there, and she lived in Gay Street in Bath, but that's now a dentist. They've got the centre, but the place she actually lived was a dentist now, and she lived in Sydney Place in Bath, but that's also like private residence. So yeah, Chawton is the only place we thought, right, let's do it for them. And I love Chawton. Chawton Cottage is insane. It's an amazing place. It's proper magical if you are a Janeite. It's like a pilgrimage to go there. They've got loads of her belongings there, like really like treasures in that place. And they're always looking for donation stuff to keep it running. So we thought, perfect, the Jane Austen House Museum. So what we decided to do was I wanted a design that looked like Philomena, our classic Skeinhead logo, but with a Jane Austen twist. And I feel like we've achieved that. So for you guys that know, Jane Austen is on the £10 banknotes, and there's also not many drawings of Jane, of what she actually looked like. So India had a massive ordeal trying to work out how to draw Jane. Obviously people have their own artistic like variants of what she looked like, but this is ours. So yeah, India had a bit of an issue to go with what she looked like. The only thing she could go by essentially was a drawing that Cassandra drew of her sister, when she was alive, which is over time being changed a lot, and is now on the banknotes. But the banknotes have changed the features of Jane. I didn't want her features to be so feminine, because over time, I mean, read into the story about the portrait of Jane Austen, but if you look at the original that Cassandra drew to now on the bank, I'll get a banknote so you can see it. Hold on. Oh, here we go. It's my scratch cards. So if you look at her there, right, they really, I mean, you could talk to like many people. Lucy Worsley has a really good discussion about it, how they've really feminised Jane's face. They've made her nose smaller, but like the Austens were known for their prominent noses, and that's what I love about them. Made her jawline more feminine and soft. Yeah, hair nicer kind of thing. When you look at the original compared to that, she looks very smiley, calm, quiet in this. In the original drawing, she's quite like, she looks quite angry really. So I kind of didn't want to lose classic Jane there, but I still wanted her to look like Philomena. So this is what we went for. As you can see, obviously her bonnet is the same, and it says "Obstinate Headstrong Girl" in there in Jane's handwriting. That's my favourite quote out of Prime Prejudice. I want to get it tattooed one day. I love it. I think it's such a great line, isn't it? I feel like all of us should be obstinate headstrong girls, you know? So India drew that on her bonnet with her curly hair. She's got blue lippy on because we all love her statement look, don't we? You can see the skein that she's holding. From it, the yarn goes up and says Skein Austen, goes around her head. She's got Darcy above her eye. I love that. When he just said that she was going to do that, I was like, yep, with a broken heart next to her other eye, which I thought was rad. She's got Rose there. We love a rose because there is the Jane Austen rose, which is planted at Chawton. Thought that was quite cute. Thought we'd do that. With the Philomena design, the two like needles were coming out, but India said it'd be good to put a quill in there, so we decided to do the quill. She also got Bath tattooed on her knuckles because she lived there, and we thought that was great, with her signature turquoise ring too, if you can see there. Love that. India put that in there. But my favourite thing about this design is obviously India does her classic like India Mickey there. She always puts that in every design. But India loves a good pun just as much as I do. So she decided to put that on Jane Austen's teacup. and her silhouette, a classic silhouette that's infamous with Jane, isn't it? It's legendary. And she put Sense and Sensibility around the teacup, and then Jane's favourite book, which is Sisters for Misters, because when we were trying to work out what we should do with all the different, like, you know, so many different Jane Austen references you could use, we decided to go through the books and find things that we thought we could integrate into it. So I've read obviously all the books, but India's only read a couple of them. She was like, describe me the story about this one, describe me the story of that one, and I was describing like Northanger and Persuasion, whatever. And I said, and she goes, right, okay, I've got it. I know I'm going to write in the book. I'll let you know. And I only found out when she sent me the finished design. And Sisters for Misters, I think, is fab, because that's basically what Jane tries to connote in every book. Always pick your sisters and your family over blokes. And I love that. Like, yeah, Elizabeth Bennet loves Darcy, but she loves Jane Bennet a whole lot more, you know? I love that. It really made me laugh. So I think it's a good mentality to carry on into 2020 is Sisters for Misters, guys. Always put your friends first. I love that. So yeah, this is Jane. This is Skein Jane. I love her. This is the best design I think so far of all Skeinhead ranges. I think because it's just so personal and we're really in our swing now. I just you know, I'll always love Jane, and I love that we've punked her up. It's a modern day Jane for us. She's unapologetic, this Jane, and we wanted to make her. What would Jane be like in 2020? She'd be punk rock. That's what she'd be. She'd be listening to The Clash. She'd be dyeing her own yarn, and she'd be knitting, writing, drinking her cups of tea, with tattoos, and being kind and witty like she always was. Like I say, all proceeds, the sales of this, are going to the Jane Austen House Museum. So far, we've raised £550, which is crazy. Amazing. Thank you so much to everyone that's ordered a Jane Austen tote bag, t-shirt, sticker pack, the whole jam. Love it. We decided to do the range from small to 5XL because we wanted like massive inclusivity in the range. We wanted a huge spectrum of sizes so no one felt like they weren't included. So all the t-shirts, yeah, you got small to 5XL, and we deliver all around the world. So I love that Jane, there's some of them in Bath. I love that. We had a few orders from Bath all the way up to like Australia, Singapore, the US. So I'm really tough with that. Eventually, after all this lockdown comes back up, Skein Austen designs will actually be able to be purchased from the shop in the Jane Austen House Museum, which is a massive deal for me. Like, oh, when that happened and that was like finalised, I was so chuffed. Like, I can't wait to go to the shop and see them in there. And obviously everything they sell in that shop like goes straight into the running of the House Museum, and these will be the same. And purchases from now onwards, all the money will just keep going to the House Museum because I want to raise as much as possible, especially in this like uncertain time. It'd be really cool to like raise money to help sustain the museum. I know it's niche. When I decided to do Skein Austen, I knew it'd be a niche design because it's a punk Jane Austen knitting. I don't know how many Janettes there are that are knitting, but you guys came through. As always, you guys totally came through with this design. Like, you guys believed in it, you loved it, you bought it, so this is great for your like whips or your books. Like, incredible. I'm so grateful. We decided to do it on white because I wanted the Regency blue. Colour connotated to Jane, what I connotate to Jane is definitely blue because of her turquoise ring. And so yeah, I wanted it on a white t-shirt to be a little bit different because we always do it on black or bright colours, and I thought, no, we'll do it on white this time. And they're made from ethical cotton, exactly the same sizing as the other t-shirts. If you've got a previous Skeinhead design, Skeinhead t-shirt, then yeah, same kind of t-shirt. So if you know you're a large, then yeah, buy like this is a large, and they're nice and roomy, they're not too tight, they're great, they're lightweight, lovely, lovely. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I want to keep it short and sweet, just like Persuasion or Northanger Jane's books. Yeah, I hope you love it. I love her very much. We were very lucky to have been put into Regency World magazine, which is currently actually in this month's Regency World magazine as well. And she's in last month's February to March. She's also in April to May. They did a little feature about her as well. Talk about the donations going to the Jane Austen House Museum. If you love Jane, if you love punk, if you love knitting or crochet, any kind of yarn related projects, definitely hit up Jane Austen. She's there for you. She's there for your book. She's there for your whip. She's there for you. I hope you guys are okay, and until I see you in the next one, hope you have a good time knitting, have a good time crocheting, and have a good time being immersed into Jane Austen's Regency world in all of her books. And we'll just keep reading about Mr. Darcy, because if anything, this lockdown is kind of like Regency England, isn't it? All I have to say, 6 feet apart from each other, go on long walks through the countryside, and don't really see anybody. That's if we wanted to know what Regency world was like, we're living it. So until all this goes back to normal, Hope you punks are staying safe. I hope you're all well, and until then, let's just keep reading Jane.